having fun in the hobby room. Hope you join me. Please subscribe. F86 build coming soon. More and more videos. Okay, come over here. You guys come over here. There, I got some epoxy mixed up. I'm going to start. Oh, there's something on that stick. I have to use a new one. Okay. Anyway, so we'll start by getting everything nicely covered with epoxy. Don't need to spill it, that's for sure. Okay. We'll go around. I believe in the design of this plane, having these parts epoxied on these parts really good will make this wing way stronger. So I think that's how they're getting all their strength at the tip here. So I'm not going overly cheap with epoxy. And I've used 30-minute epoxy. And for the first time ever, I turned a timer on when I mixed the epoxy. Okay? So, we'll see how close to 30 minutes. But at 20 minutes or so, I have to start getting the parts on. And you see, I don't have to worry about holding stuff in place or holding stuff in place. See, I'm making sure though now that I got this spot where the wire comes, this servo, that's epoxied over quite well. Remember in here too, I want that epoxy to run in. And this being 30-minute epoxy should run down that hole and seal that up. Okay, so I got a tiny bit left here. Where don't I have enough? I think it's all looking pretty good. Yes, it is. So, I have my timer going. And I think we're going to shut the camera off for a bit. And what I'm going to do is, well, this epoxy set just a bit before I fight and put that on. Because that piece is curved. And damn, I got a long time to wait. Darn. My timer says like I'm only 4 minutes in. Holy moly. Okay, so we'll wait here for the epoxy to set up a little bit. And then we'll put this piece in. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe what I'm going to do is I should put this in and turn it over and have all the glue run onto this piece. And I'm going to use a little bit of glue here from Steel Some, because I think I should fix this crack too. There's a crack in this. Right? Can't see it from the outside. It's there. There. I got it sealed with epoxy. That should do fine. So, okay, we'll wait for the timer. The timer will say 5.5 minutes in, so at about 20 minutes I'm going to put the piece on and turn it upside down, let the glue run onto the piece just before it sets. So I'm not going to record any more of this watching glue dry. Almost as fun as watching paint dry, but we'll be back after I get this piece on. Well, you guys, I'm really glad I set this down when I did. It's not in there perfect, but look at my timer. We're in 18 minutes. And this 30-minute epoxy is completely set. Completely set. So I'm going to have to sand that to get that smooth now, because it didn't sit down perfect. It's 30-minute epoxy. So beware. Man, the 5-minute epoxy sets in about 3.5 minutes. And this 30-minute, I'm 18 and 19 minutes in, and it's just rock hard already. So just be warned. So half an hour later, they're sanded now, nice and smooth, finished again. Okay, so there, the aileron section is done. Wires are in the wing. So I'm going to hook it up, lower the landing gear, and what are we going to do? We're going to make sure the camera is on this time when I cut the flaps out. Okay? This. Plug the battery in. And right up there. Landing gear up. Okay. That's that for now. Okay. I'm just gonna take this off here for now because I know I have to put it on. But just so it isn't in my way all hanging all over the place. And that one I'm gonna tape up over there. Okay. Gotta tape it here. There, out of my way. Now, this is when I went and I cut the flap out. So, I'm going to turn it over and have a look here. Oh man. The lines are pretty simple. We're going to go there. We ignore this piece. I put it like this so that my aileron linkage is off the table. Okay, so now I had a new one, but a long one of these. And this is what I'm going to use to cut the wing. I got a knife. Now, I want to make sure when we cut this, you go straight through. Okay? And it's deep. So, get ready here. I just don't want to put pressure on that aileron wire or servo. So make sure that's hanging off the edge. Can you guys still see? I hope. So you bring it a little lower. Make sure you can do that. Is that better? We're going to be cutting right here. Okay. So, just remember, I want to go straight on this line. Now, last time, man, I went close to there, it almost cuts off inside there. So I gotta cut this at an angle. I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna cut up here. There, this, straight up. Wow, you guys see? That's right there. just about cuts into my, just about cuts into my, I kind of, you know, right in there. So, I got those two cut out. Now I gotta do this long one. So I'm gonna start right at the top. I'm gonna make sure I'm right through. And I see this next part's so hard. Okay, so remember to hold the knife straight up and down. And, oh, whew. There. Okay, let's see. Ta-da! There's a servo, not a servo. There's another flap. Throw it down. Now remember, you gotta trim these pieces off a bit. Just a bit. Not much. The back, I'm hardly going to trim it all. Maybe sand it just a hair, remember? We sand that after we glue the pieces in and put the flat piece on here. But there. So we cut it out of the wing. Let's see when we mount this. Wow, it binds it really bad, eh? I left that thick there. Maybe I can't. Because it's going to bind when this goes down. Let's see here again. Yep. Trim this just a little bit more. There we go. That will do it. Three. I love that little bit of play. And it'll drop down. Yes, it will. Okay, so we got that trimmed and ready to go. So there. We cut the flap out of the wing. Okay, so let's turn it back over so you could see our working surface. Okay, now, as you see, well, close to there again. So, with that, a dude. Oh, see, that just slid. That just slid. I'm going to take this piece, remember? And we're going to fit it on here. Okay. Then I'm going to draw the lines here. And then we're going to use a straight edge and cut it. But I'm not going to use my Sharpie because I want something with more of a pointed edge on it. You can see here. I want it to be a little more accurate. Right? I don't want any extra foam on here. I want just a little bit. Okay, so I mark that out. My brings up this relatively straight. I know it is. plus 2. And make sure all 4 lines are addressed. So it matches all 4 of them. And you just cut it out like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You see what I see? We should have left this piece on. Darn. Okay. Remember, this piece should still be on here. That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take it off there now. So, now remember with this piece on here, oh man, I remember. See, I cut this one out a bit, damn it. That doesn't affect how it's going to work. Okay, so, remember I cut the pieces to fill in here. First off, I gotta glue this piece on, the flap. Then I'll take this, and we gotta cut along the center of this. And put that edge on and then glue the headers in so that I have someplace to join. Not really join, just seal it up. Just to make it look complete. You don't want to leave these holes. So, we'll come back. We'll do the gluing.